Hello everyone, my name is Star Ford and today I will be talking to you about getting kids active for the annual 5K event that happens in April at the University of Charleston. My project goal is getting kids off electronics, use a UC athlete for inspiration for the kids, and just plain getting outside. The importance of getting off electronics is because today it seems like everyone's on electronic 24/7 and never getting off of it. The importance of using a UC athlete for the kids' inspiration is because using someone older in a college-based level or even a professional level, kids look up to us, and if we're being active, then they'll want to be active because they think it's cool because we're doing it. Getting outside because we get so many vitamins from just the sun, and if we stay inside all the time on our electronics, we don't get those certain types of vitamins that we should be getting. The project justification that involves the LLOs for the University of Charleston are citizenship, communication, creativity, critical thinking, ethical practice, and inquiry. This will be included by citizenship, being a good citizen by helping younger children better understand the importance of going outside and becoming active. Communications will be involved by verbally explaining to the children and physically showing the children the importance of being active by using games such as tag or any other game such as football, soccer, volleyball, kickball. Creativity would be involved with the different types of games such as tag and everything that I said before. Critical thinking would be involved by brainstorming ideas of ways to get kids outside and off their electronics because, as I said, kids are always on their electronics. I even have a problem with being on my phone all the time, and I'm not outside as much as I should be. Ethical practice will be involved by making sure everyone is having fun and no one is being excluded, because not everyone is the physical type in elementary school or middle school. You'll always have those kids that are off to the side and not wanting to participate because they don't want to become active, but they really need to understand that it's important to become active and be outside and play sports, even if it's not their type of expertise. Lastly, inquiry would be involved by knowing the information and asking the kids what they think the importance of being active is. Now, this varies because every kid is different, every kid is raised differently, no kid is the same, so they'll all have a different aspect of what they think the importance of being active and going outside is. My project plan is getting student athletes at the University of Charleston to participate, teach kids the importance of being active, look for different schools around Charleston who would want to be involved, go to the school or the kids come here to be able to teach them about the importance of being active and going outside. And at the 5K that happens here in April of the spring semester, have the students encourage the runners with signs and water and things for encouragement to keep the runners keep running and not wanting to give up. At the festival after the 5K, we will have many different games set up just for the kids so that they can have fun, be included, have fun with older children or older adults. And these games would include like tag, kickball, any game that they would want to play, and any games that we have installed for them. The resources that I would have are student athletes from a variety of sports from University of Charleston, such as football players, softball players, golfers, soccer players, basketball players, any kind of sport at the University of Charleston that the kids would look up to and would want to do that as a sport, or even just to connect with the kids so they have someone to talk to for the kids who don't exactly want to play any sport. And we'll also need kids willing to participate from different schools around Charleston. And for each of the games that we'll play, we need different equipment for that type of game. The constraints that we would involve would have a good amount of people willing to help, because not everyone is willing to help, which is a bad thing, but we need to build up a lot of people to want to help educate the kids, because being outside and being active is probably the most important thing as a kid, because they have all this energy and they're just cooping it up inside and into their phones or their electronics or whatever. Try to get at least one or more schools involved, such as any elementary schools around here, any middle schools that are around here, and even some high schools that are around here, because the high school kids could also help with us, because elementary school kids look up to high school kids and college kids. So that would be their inspiration to go outside and become active. Now, I read an article about a 1980s professor at Harvard who said that he proposed a theory in 1980s that is called biophilia, which means that humans are drawn to nature and their surroundings. But now in the 21st century, this theory is questioned because kids would rather stay inside rather than going outside to play, which has become so bad that it has its own name for it, and it's called nature deficit disorder. Now, this is a real problem because if it has its own name for it, we need to do something about it and make sure kids are getting outside and enjoying what they're doing outside. Play with the neighborhood kids, nudge their older siblings to go out and play. It's always a good thing to go outside, get your vitamins, and get off the electronic and be more active outside. Thank you very much, and I'm glad you had this opportunity to watch this.